If you've heard of Warren Buffett, it's probably because he's one of the richest men in the world and also one of the best investors of all time. For decades, Buffett's been talking about how he invests his money, but a few years ago he came out and spoke about how he's instructed his will to be put together for when he passes away. Now you might think he left some 50-page document outlining how he wants shares bought and sold when he passes. It was nothing like that. He basically said that he wants 90% of his wealth to be left in an index fund, which is basically a fund that tracks an index, and the rest to be left in cash, and that's it. Buffett then went on to talk about why he wants his will and his instructions to be really simple. First of all, he spoke about how he doesn't want anyone looking after his money once he's passed away to be continually buying and selling shares, trying to be right about what investments are good and what need to be sold. Buffett just wants his wealth to be invested in a parcel of shares, which in this case an index fund, that's just going to track the market over the long term. The second reason Buffett gave was because of fees. For a long time, he's been really critical about fees on investments and how they can really eat into the long-term return. So he wants to make sure that any money he leaves is going to be at a low cost. And the third option Warren Buffett gave was because he wants his family and the wealth that he leaves to be invested for the long term. Buffett knows that good businesses and good investments take a long time to grow. So he doesn't want his family continually buying and selling shares or not taking a long-term view with what it is they get from what he leaves behind. Now, it's important to get your own advice for any strategies such as buying index funds, but certainly the lessons can be used for any situation. So in summary, Buffett recommends that you don't try to time the market, you just understand the ups and downs and take a long-term view with any investing. Number two, make sure you're aware of costs with whatever you're investing in because they can definitely eat into long-term returns. And number three, you take a long-term view with whatever it is you're doing. Now that might sound simple, but I'll leave the last words to the man himself, who once said that it isn't necessary to do extraordinary things to achieve extraordinary results.